Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Medieval Dynasty 1.3. I'm still working on getting to Tavern tech, but we're not far off. We're by the little mine here that's sort of halfway between Honica and Zizika, and actually I'm looking for this fella because I'm sort of capped out on my... Oh, I still got infinite stuff. I don't know why I've got infinite set, but I am keeping within my weight limit still. But anyway, as I'm sort of kitted out, I have poison iron arrows installed and my bow, and I'm really hoping that I'm tough enough to take down a bear with just a few shots. And I figured for the start of the episode I would test that. So what? Uh-oh. I need to get a good shot on him for shot number one without upsetting him too much. There you go. Ow! Ow! Oh! Ow! That was close. That was close. That was 5.4 health left. Okay, that was closer than I would have liked. So let's see how good this instant healing potion 2 is. I guess I've got 5 of them, so I might as well drink one. I don't know if you can sort of like Skyrim cheese it where you pop into the menu mid-fight and heal yourself up. I'm guessing you probably can. My knife broke. My iron knife broke. My iron knife? Oh, sad times. I have to get a new one. Anyway, that was semi-successful test. So, poison iron arrows, good. If I got the second shot on, I probably would have done a lot better there if I hadn't missed with the second shot. But yeah, the bear's still dangerous. You know, and I guess that's fair because even in modern days, if you have like a gun, to be quite honest, bears can still be pretty dangerous. So, you know, that's that seems fair to me. And this is the settlement over here. You can see this. Oh, let's hold it together, horsey. There we go. You can see the settlement right there in the distance. That's our town. So, I'm hoping this episode really to get the tavern up. Maybe do a few things to make it look nice. And bring the series to a close. So we'll ride here back into town. I'll drop some bits off. I'll try and do some skilling up. Look out, kid! Look out, kid! Okay. Did anybody see that? I might play that back and see if I can play it in slow motion, but I just killed a kid. Look, I did it again! Sorry, this is too much fun. Okay, before YouTube algorithm gets upset at me, I will stop doing that. Because that was hilarious. So yeah, I'm gonna get things ready to go over to the tavern. I'm upset that the windmill isn't spinning. Oh my god, I thought that was someone then, not a thing. That freaked me out. Yeah, because I now have a worker for that, but the worker might still be like here on the map or here on the map or wandering around. So I don't think they're quite here yet. But I was hoping the windmill would be windmilling soon. But yeah, I want to get the tavern in. The plan is to get the tavern in. We're not far off on the technology, so let me bring that forward a bit more. And I'll bring you guys back in when we're finally setting up. Well, here we are, staring at our gooseless goose house, where you'll see we have a nice wall installed. I finished the wall over here. The cattle and the sheep. The cattle are lowing. The sheep are grazing snow, apparently. They still haven't bred, which I'm kind of waiting for. You can't get these to fit quite perfectly. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's a pretty good fit. It looks a bit funky as it goes over some of the hills here, but it's not too bad all in all. It looks fairly good. However, as you may already see down here, we have some further plans. I think she's about to jump down the well, but let's just ignore her. We have access to the tavern. So I thought I'd put a path up here and round this way, so that you can get into the tavern. And then eventually I will put some tables and chairs out here and down here, where people can sit outside and enjoy their beers, I guess. So, now we have to build the tavern. Yes, I'm still using a few cheats to make sure I don't have to run back and forth, because we've reached that sort of point in the game where we've ground our way to this level. It doesn't really matter if we take a little advantage now. So, without further ado, let's put in the foundations here. And boom. Tavern framing. Now, this does bring me to the point of one of the skills in the skill tree, which had about, we'll just have a quick look here. It has a thing somewhere, I think it's like crafting or production or something. There's one here where, cooking expert, yeah. Faster cook, oh, they did change it to cooking in the kitchen. It used to be cooking in the tavern. And you're just like, yeah, well, when you're not going to get the tavern for a short eternity, it seems like that's not a very good idea. As I said before, I will actually do a little run through of what I think could be done with the sort of game settings to make it a bit more sensible. I've been thinking about it a lot as I've been going around doing these bits, looking at like my skills, the technology sort of progression rate, and playing with the figures and seeing how fast they rise, just to get an idea of where I think a good number would be to set it on for that video. Oh, there's a kid there sneezing all over Razumir's leg by the sounds of it. Where is he? Is there? There's a little bit in here. What on earth is that? Is that a roof? Wooden roof tile. Ah, weird. Oh, I'm out of planks. Quick, planks! Before my trance runs out. Run, 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 run. Planks, 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 planks. Is it P for planks? There you go. We'll take those. Over there where they have the wood crafting bench is where we refer to as the Plank Institute, if you get that reference. Ah, because I ran out of stamina. I've been thinking long and hard about whether I would actually trigger the no stamina sort of thing. I'm mixed on it, because it's definitely one of those where I feel it does limit the character's abilities, especially in combat, when using the bow and things like that. But other times when you're using like sort of the survival senses, it's actually just a bit annoying. So my feeling on it is a little bit mixed. But the other thing I've thought about with the skills and the percentage is also there's an amount that you, like, most of the time you end up putting the first 3 points into the thing to earn more XP. And we've completed the tavern. Woohoo! And you've got brewing station here. Nice. We need to unlock some of these goodies. A juice press. So does that mean we can a wine bottle and get the apples and we can just hammer out? Look, I can make that. And this stuff is expensive. It sells well. So what would this make? Apple juice, berry juice, pear juice. Ooh, sells relatively well. But the brewing station, if you have a beer bottle, grain, 12 honeycomb, bucket of water, and a mead bottle, can make mead. Ale, beer, rye, nice, 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 and the wine barrel. So if you so you need to take the. Oh my god! All the kids dying of flu over there. So if you take the berry juice and you then put it into the wine barrel, you sort of increase the value. I see. That's kind of useful. I mean, you could quickly earn that back. That could make you a lot of money. I'm liking that. I see juice pressing it in our future. But yes, that is it. That is the tavern. So there's 2 work slots here by the looks of it. So I guess you can make some apple juice once we've unlocked it, and then apple wine, and things like that. So I'm gonna need a couple more workers, I believe, or some people to come back from having babies. One thing I'm sort of disappointed about, which I should mention, let's turn it down. Obviously the oats are done. Let's just focus on the wheat, and same on this one. We'll focus on the wheat again. There we go. Yeah, one thing I'm a little bit disappointed in at the moment is these things have been damaged for a while. Now, I have where is it? Just over here somewhere. I have had the builder's hut for some time now. In fact, there is someone assigned here who's, so say, working. I see 0 progress so far. Requires 8 straw. We have 8 straw. Requires 18 sticks and 20 straw. Requires 6 sticks and 2 straw. But nothing seems to be happening. Look. Why are you not working? Do I need to put it in there? I don't understand why it doesn't work. Here, have the straw. Have my sticks too. Right. Go. What, you need a hammer? You want me to give you a hammer? We have tons of hammers. It's just a status something or other. I don't understand why why she doesn't work. No tool. Ah, hello. Ah, you have to select it. Okay, so I didn't understand that. So, important thing there. If you want her to repair it, you have to tell her to. I don't know why it says no tool. We've got tons of hammers here. Here, have a freaking hammer. There you go. Enjoy. Now you have a tool. Repairing. Go, lady, go! Wow. I've never been so impressed by the speed of your movement. Well, they're repairing. At least that is a positive. Maybe you have to give her all the crap. It seems doesn't work otherwise. But I will end up doing the wall around here, I think, to make it look good. And I'll probably build some other bits around this area, try and smarten the place up a bit, and see if we can get some people for, well, at least someone to run the bar, maybe one person. At the moment, I'm not sure who that's going to be. We've got people here, but I'm not sure who the best person for the job is. One of these people, really. I need someone to come back from mothering without more people going off mothering. It's becoming a bit of an ongoing concern, really. But yes, at the moment, we are basically reaching the end. All that remains is for me to tidy things around a bit, and we have reached the end of the technological progress. There's going to be a few probably additional residents required here and there to balance everything out. I need to buy some geese, but I'm not going to do that until I've paid my taxes. But we're reaching the end. So I will continue to set up the tavern, and I'll bring you back probably in a season or two to see how we've got on. Well, we are back. With a transition to summer, hopefully you will see that everything is done. However, moody villagers, due to bad mood of your village's productivity is down. No one wants to work. Everyone was like really happy. You can say drinks are on me, which requires a tavern. It will cost me how much? Oh, what? Coins times 50. Is that for each villager? Because that's 30,000 gold. I don't have 30,000 gold, I don't think. Try talking with them. Diplomacy skill, one thing, level thing. I'm going to try drinks are on me and see what actually happens. Let's go bankrupt. Minus 50 coins. Villagers work 5% less efficiency. Everyone had a great time. Morale has recovered and the people are ready for work. Headache after such a night though. Ugh. I should have tried talking to them. 5% less efficiency. But here we are. We have our trees have grown, our pears, our apples, and even our cherries have grown. As you'll see, I've completed the walls around the pastures. There's a few extra houses here and there. The mill is operating. We've gained a few more villagers. I believe now, management wise, we're up to 58 buildings and Oh, we've got one person who isn't working. That is likely because of the season change, pregnancies and the like. Who are you and what are you good at? She's actually going to be useful. She's over at our mine, you can see on the lower map there. And I'm keen to get her working back in the mine. So, please, join the workforce in the mine. Thank you. That'll be excellent. I needed that. Now, we do need to have a quick look here. Farmers, I did have 5. I've lost 1. We'll have to see how that goes. Because, yeah, we've got 2 new mothers here. Well, is that 3 new mothers? Because when they got that little happiness, it normally means they're all new. So 3 new mothers, which means we're probably losing efficiency elsewhere. Yeah, we've lost one of our blacksmiths, which is going to be a problem. I can't really take anyone off animal breeding, and this is really the problem I'm facing most of the time at the moment, is just cycling people correctly. I don't know why that craftsperson is like super happy. Or these two. Or these lot are super happy. So how am I going to cycle this around? I think what I'm going to do is, the innkeeper isn't essential. In fact, one craftsperson I can probably live without temporarily. So we're going to change them to go and work in the empty smithy to make sure we don't run out of materials, which you can see we already are. What other buildings are lacking people? So we've got a sewing hut is down to 1 person, so that's where one of them came from. The pigsty needs repair, but hopefully our builder will get on with that. And the fishing hut needs repair, there's no one working in the fishing hut. This says there's no resources, but there soon will be. I believe the wheat grain should be ready to harvest over there. So, and the flax will be ready to harvest. So that will keep them busy. Seamstress wise, it's a tricky one. This is really where the game gets to at this point. It's really just balancing and managing people. I'm likely to try and take one of my innkeepers, I think, and put them as a temporary seamstress. Because I'd rather keep the seamstress running, because she's feeding the clothing to the market stall, and the market stall is actually bringing in quite a sizable sort of profit now. If you look here, the market stall, it actually says here, producing, what's that, nearly 1,000 gold a day. And check this out, I need to build a few more, but check out all my people here. They go out, they sit down, they enjoy the tavern regularly. I need to put a couple more tables here. Thinking about putting maybe a fire there. But check it out, it looks good, no? I meant to pop in on our geese who are there. I've upgraded the food situation as well a bit. We're now cooking meat pies generally. They're high on the preferred food list. Not there. Yeah, they're high on the preferred food list, and they provide a lot of nutrition. If we go over here, we can check it out. We can go to Meat pie. Meat pie provides 85 food. So they're pretty high on nutrition, and they're high on a priority list, which keeps everyone nice and happy. Our geese here. Oh, look at our little goslings. There you go. They're going to be producing some extra eggs for us, because we're going to need some more eggs. Our seamstress is going to work. And all our fields are working. I mean, it has been a bit of a grind to get here, even with the advanced settings being tweaked. And as you can see, there's lots and lots of work to do farming wise and keeping everything running. I still need to lime wall a few houses, as that's taken its time and has taken a bit of a backseat, because I've needed the excavation shed to produce clay so that the crafting shop can produce other goodies. One other thing I did have to do again was, I hate this door. This door seems to be like really difficult to open. Is I had to go and pick up a bunch of stuff to make rot again, just because for some reason there is so much rot. Well, a need for so much rot. As you can see, the food thing is getting fairly full. I may have to make a second one at some point. This is mainly just because I'm letting this cycle through to rotting. And that's fine, because that's actually gonna give me rot. Because I put in just 1,000 rot and I've got 1,500 here. The rot cycle is gonna be producing me a bunch of fertilizer. Even though one thing I have, I'm probably going to be able to start selling fertilizer or manure. I've got so much manure. I see they've already picked the cherries, and they're picking these, and they're already working on the flax. I'm interested to see whether the scythe, it's bigger, they don't have to kneel down. It seems to be faster. So I think if you can make the scythe, you should make the scythe, because it just seems to be a little bit faster. But I would say as well, on field size, I think that going much above 80 in field size is actually a bad move. Because normally, I need to sort of check this out with the farmer, with the number of farmers I've got at the moment. You can get, if you're cycling crops with 80, you can get this guy cutting, this one putting the manure down, another one tilling the soil, which he's about to go and start doing. There you go. And someone following up behind them, seeding. So you can get 4 people working a field simultaneously. But they will only do one job. If you had all this cut and fertilized, 2 people would not till the same field. 2 people will not seed the same field. So it seems to me that multiple smaller fields actually seems to be better. Despite the fact that I have some huge fields here. It does seem to have some problem. This will probably be the last time I grow cabbages. These cabbages are likely to be replaced with extra wheat in the near future, because I think that's the way to go. I mean, the cabbages are literally just going to waste now. They will just turn to rot. Thank you for that, sir. So, oh, we've had a little lamb. We've had a little lamb. Yeah, we've had a little lamb. Excellent. How about our cow? We got a bull now? We got a bull now. Yay. so we can expect some calves in the near future, because this lady's been producing all our milk and has been producing quite a prolific amount of milk for one cow. One cow that's never even been pregnant, which is interesting. I am still not using or running the fishing hut at all. It's been something that's just seemed like a complete waste. I mean, I can make fish tart, but for me, it's the one building I don't actually have at all functional. The builder's hut is also somewhat functional. You can tell it to repair and repair. You have to go and tell it to repair these. But if I did that, I would take her off working here, have her working somewhere else. So for me, almost the building hut doing the repairs, because it's not a big job at the start of every season, and the fishing hut are two things I think I could completely do without. I love the stone walls and the pens. If I did this again in future, I would certainly have tried to figure something out with where I position the pigs and everything, so that they didn't just sit in the road here where the child plays with the pigs.
Hello.
Hi Conrad, how are you?
See you.
I have had no children grow to a sensible size yet. I think Albert is still tiny. I don't know where Albert is. He's the little green one around here somewhere. There you go, we'll go over and find Albert. Albert's in the pub. Good man. Albert's there, yeah. So we are inundated with kids here. We have loads of them. They're literally everywhere. Oh look!
Hail, friend. Best goods in the valley.
I didn't realise this would happen. Once you've got
Have a good day.
your tavern, you can have the sort of trader appear. That's pretty cool. How do I get out of here? There you go, let's get up. As you see, Razumir's clothing here has slightly improved. I still want to get him a nice top, but he's starting to look a bit more noble. But to be honest, he doesn't really care about that. So, like I say, there's still daubing and a few bits to do. But really, this is where I'm gonna say we're done. It's been nice. I shall probably come back to this village and do a few improvements here and there when I get the time. Maybe I'll do another video much later on and show you what happened. But for now, I'm going to say it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again in the future.